and the Buffalo Bills. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 start. Here we go. Check 26. 22 jet bomber. Smooth.
Lock now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch out, X3. 218,
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Lock it to 18 Gator. Go. Shift. Wahoo. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
You can't block me.
52's the mic right here over there.
There you go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 15-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
Bravo! 57 the mic. 57 the mic. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in his Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie.
Taken down at the 18-yard line.
80 weapon. Yes! Stay open.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Tucson. Slam. Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Heavy on the edges.
2nd and 5. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down now, it's Coleman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Running with Howard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Second and 9 now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Tighten up, tighten up. Alpha. Ready, go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
50 plant. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, lock it. Crunch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, New York.
Got it.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 5 now. Locke. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready to break.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, Haywood. 44, Mike, 44. Leo.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
To throw it is Locke. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Come on, set. 8, read. 5.
Both balls to Mike. Mike, both balls.
Look at me. Score.
Check 15. Check 15.
Get it.
Locke going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Well, a field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. They're going to go for it. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Check 3. 25. Grace don't travel.
On the give, running right is Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go. Charlie. 57 for Mike. Watch 57. Let's go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Watch it.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch the safety creep.
Throwing on 2nd down. Locke escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Clock now to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 41-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Howard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the double. 50 seconds.
He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
D-line, get that quarterback. Rush in, rush in, rush in. No.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Come on, set. 15 lining. Pilot, 64, weak. Sam, check. Set, go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Knock it out. He's hard. Ready, go.
They run with Howard, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Drops it off for Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Trying the right side with Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Foxtrot.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check general. West. Yep, the motion. Watch the motion. You're out.
They'll drop the throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Man, I got you.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got. Check out.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready, set. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaq Lawson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 45-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught. It's Coleman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, A lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Lock now. Just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, Lock. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Quit talking about it. Greystone, travel. Get back.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Lock to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Finding Knox there, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing now is Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
And watch the screen, watch the screen.
Lock looks to throw it again. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Go.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Shit!
Squeeze.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Come on now.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, first and 10. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that,